Building instructions for this and other alternate builds are available at underthebricks.com. Hi, I'm Kevin. This time on Will It Modular, we're taking a look at the Microscale Lego brand store. This is the original model, and I know what you're thinking, Kevin, it's already a modular building. Why are you going to try to turn it into a modular building? It already is. And you're right, it is already modular. Even the roof comes off, the second floor comes off of the first floor, and so it's very close to being a modular building, but it doesn't quite blend in with the other modulars, and I want to talk about why and what I'm going to try to do as I rework this building. The first thing is the sides. You'll notice we've got an ATM on the side, we've got some awnings sticking out from the windows and some grills sticking out over here, so the sides of the building are not smooth. And that's required in order for it to fit with the other modulars. You'll notice this doesn't butt up against the pet store over here. So that's the first thing we need to solve. We need to smooth the sides. The second thing is there's not really much of a sidewalk out front to speak of. The two minifigures here are standing in front of the door, they're standing on a little plate, but it's not smooth tiles and it's not deep enough. Typical Creator Expert sidewalk is 8 studs deep. So this doesn't have near enough sidewalk in front of it in order for it to fit with the other modulars. The next issue with this, to make it fit with the other modulars, is there's no connectors on the sides down here at the bottom. All the other Creator Expert modulars have these connecting holes where you can put Technic pins together and connect them together. I have a whole nother video about that if you're interested in those. But there's no way for this one to connect with any of the Creator Expert modulars or any of the other modular mocks that I've done. The last thing is the back. Now, it's great that you can see into the back of this and you can play and have the shoppers shop inside the Lego store here, but there's no walls on the back. And I always like to have walls on all 4 sides of any of the modulars I do. So one of the things I want to do as I change this is I want to fill in the back of this and make sure that it's got walls all around the outside. Now, one thing to note is anytime I do one of these Will It modulars, I only use the pieces that are available in the set as it comes. Now, the good news for all of you is if you want to follow along and do this set, it's actually available right now, at least on the American Lego store. If you go to lego.com, it's available. It's only $25. This was a set that was originally released in 2018, but it is a Lego store exclusive and you can order it online there. And so for $25, adding another modular to your city street is not a bad deal. One other thing I wanted to mention before I dig into this is I have all of these pieces to work with, but I also have all of these pieces to work with. These are all the extra pieces that come with the set, and I always make use of these anytime I'm doing a Will It modular build. So don't just chuck those into the parts bin. Keep those with a modular if you're trying to do one of these alternate builds, because a lot of times these pieces will come in handy. You even get a whole separate little Lego microfig here, since there's only one needed in the set. They give you 2. So keep all those extra pieces, it's going to help you out. One thing to note as I start to take this apart and convert it into an official Will It modular building is in order to fill in this back wall, I'm going to need to make the overall height of the building lower because I'm going to need bricks from the upper sections here to fill in the back. How much lower, I don't know yet. I want to try to keep some of the height, but it might only be 1 floor when all is said and done. All in all, this is a really cool set. It's got a pick-a-brick wall. It's got all these little tiny Lego set bricks with stickers on them, which are really great to put stock on the shelves in here. One thing it doesn't have is a Lego store employee, which I thought was really interesting. It comes with 2 shoppers here, a father and a son that can shop together, but there's nobody to check them out. There is a cash register, so maybe it's a self-checkout Lego store. But that said, let's go ahead and start to break this down and see what happens when we turn it into a modular building. All right, this is the Will It modular version of the Microscale Lego brand store. I'm gonna call it the modular Lego brand store. And if you want instructions to build this set, all of my instructions are available. Go to underthebricks.com for links to where to get those instructions. So if you have this set, or if you're gonna go get this set on lego.com, you can also get the instructions to build this yourself. So let's take a look at how I fixed some of those issues that we had with the original set that made it not work as a modular building. So first of all, the sidewalk. I'm gonna remove the shoppers here. You'll notice the dad is now on roller skates, thanks to my daughter. She saw that as an opportunity, and I'm really glad she did, because it looks like a lot of fun. And the child is holding his truck that he got at the Lego store here. But the sidewalk out front, I was able to use a lot of the tiles that were in between the seams of the first and second floor and put those out front to create this nice 8 wide sidewalk. Now, I didn't have enough tiles, so I actually made the window stick out a little further so that right in front of the window it's only 6 studs deep, but over here by the door it's a full 8 studs deep. So as you line it up with the other modular buildings, you can see just how much the other buildings stick out, and it works really well. If you like this video so far, please click like or subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks. I was also able to create a lamp post. That's not something I make as a requirement for myself every time, but all of the official Creator Expert modulars come with this lamp post piece. And so I try to sometimes create a lamp post out of bricks that are available in the set, and was able to do that here and put a little Lego minifig right on top. In terms of the sides, you can see I was able to smooth those out. Still have some windows on the sides, which, as my son pointed out, they won't have a view of anything once this building is up against the other buildings, but that's okay. It's still smooth and we can join it up. And you'll notice we do have the Technic connector holes on both sides so that these things can lock together. Around the back, I moved the ATM from the side to the back of the building since it can stick out the back just fine, and you'll notice we have walls on all 4 sides now. From the front, I wanted to add a little more detail than what the original building had to make it feel a little more architectural like the Creator Expert modular does, so that's why you'll see a lot more detailing pieces here on the sides. The roof does still come off, just like it did in the original set. So I'm going to take that off and give you a little tour of the inside. So we still have the pick-a-brick wall here next to the cash register. There's still all of the Lego sets on the shelves here so that you can purchase those. And in the front display window, there's also a collection of Lego boxes for anybody that's passing by to kind of draw them in to shop. And finally, there's the red Lego brick, which is kind of a standard display at any of the Lego stores that I've been to. On the roof, I've got just a little ornamental Lego decoration here. It incorporates kind of the main brand colors of Lego, the original Lego brick colors. So we've got black and white, green, red, yellow, and blue, all incorporated here into this nice little building facade up here on the top. That's the finished product. Not a really long tour since it's only 1 story, but I did want to compare it to the original. So here's the original model on my right, your left, and the new Will It modular version over here. Now, one thing to note, I did use every single piece in the new version of the set. So there's no extra pieces, nothing else remaining. Every single piece, including those extras I showed you at the beginning, are in the Will It modular version of the set. So nothing else to keep track of if you want to rebuild this. In terms of the front, I like how much more detail I was able to add than in the original set. The original set kind of went for height at the expense of things maybe looking a little more plain. I'm not being critical of this set at all. It's very, very cool. It's what attracted me to it in the first place. But I really like the way that the Will It modular version turned out. One more thing I failed to mention. Some of you might be saying, hey, I voted for the next Will It modular, and it was not this Lego brand store. You're absolutely right. Currently, of the votes, the Friends Central Perk set and the Giant Haunted House set are tied. And I'm actually working on both of those modulars, but they're taking a lot longer than this little one, and I wanted to get something out this month So that's why I'm doing this set kind of in the middle of those other ones, but rest assured they are coming. I don't know which order I will release them in, but I'm really excited to share both of them. I think you're gonna love them. That's it for Will It Modular. Remember, build each other up, don't tear each other down. Now turn this off and go build something amazing. Happy building.